No, it doesn't. It doesn't work. See, that's gonna live in your referenced file that you reference your model from. So yeah, so unless you go back and change that, then you can't do it in here, which is not a problem. Let's just, you know, you can just move around till you get to a nice negative space, and then get what you need. So we're just still copying over values right now. So that's the same pivot. We just need to scale this down. And this was a 0.248. All right, that's better. And then the rotation. Make sure the rotation matches. Perfect. All right. All right. So I think we're going to want to rotate this to be a little bit different. We're going to want one of these points to be forward. Or let's look at our control type. Let's do, I think I want to do, I think I want to stick with triangle. And I want to rotate it a little bit differently, is what I want to do. So we're going to rotate it on our Z. Yeah, we're going to rotate it on our Z. Ooh, I don't know if I want to do that. Let's do this. Oh, that's still going to be huge though. Let's see. Excuse me. It's late. It is late. Be a little creative. I'm gonna scale it down a little bit more. Its pivot should still stay the same, but I want to have this controller be like that. You can hit F to focus on the selected object. So that's a good thing to have. So we're gonna leave that like that. Yeah, I like that like that. All right, so if we select both of these, save your file before you start breaking stuff. All right, so if we select both of these and we rotate, yeah, see, they'll rotate. That's good. All right, so now we gotta do that again, and we're gonna do the bottom lid, and then we're gonna do it again and again to get the other eyes, the other eye, and then we're gonna do some eyebrow placement, and then after that we'll start working on the mouth and the tongue and the teeth. Sometimes people have joints on the teeth, sometimes people don't. Usually it's so you can get the teeth to move around a little bit more. I really don't like having the teeth moving around more, but sometimes you need to get them out of the way. So we may have a joint for the upper and lower teeth, just so we can kind of move them and pull them back when we have to do our oohs and ahs and stuff like that. It might be a little easier. We just don't want them to be looking like they're swimming around in the mouth. That's why I kind of stay away from doing that. So we'll see. Maybe we won't add them, but we'll see. We'll see what it looks like. All right, so let us add another joint, and it's going to be to the head. Save your file again. Joint, and look for the head bone. And this is going to be eyelid. L. underscore. We did upper, so we're gonna do lower. LOWER, and then create. All right, bring it up here. And we're actually gonna match it to this one. So let's get that scale first. All right, and let's turn this back to triangle. Oh, wrong one. See, it matters, man, it matters. What were we looking at? Eyelid upper. Do we leave that as a cube? Yeah, it was a cube and a triangle. Okay. So close this one. That's why it's good to save. Close that one. We didn't make any changes that was going to break anything. So triangle. All right. And now we just need to get these other values on here. I'm doing a copy paste, so you can actually copy paste text in Maya pretty well. So select the field on the channel box, Control C, and then select your other field on the new location, and then Control V, and then hit enter. Let's go back to a wireframe so we don't lose our geometry and stuff. Looking at these triangles is making me have a taste for Doritos. But my stomach is already feeling queasy just thinking about eating those chips. I haven't had them in years. Well, not years. I won't say that. That's a lie. I haven't had them in months, actually. So, nacho cheese flavor. All right, so we're going to select this, and we're going to copy it and then put it onto the new one. Same thing with this one. Copy. Paste. All right, so this is where it's going to get tricky because we need to make sure it's -90, -90. All right, so that matches completely. So because we went up with it, we want to rotate it back. We want to rotate it back down. So if we were to go on our, is it Z axis and go back like this, oh, there's our other one. There's our bottom eyelid. All right. So let's go back to here. Let's lower this one again. All right, I like that. And then to have the eyelids match, we'll just use these same rotations on our Y, on our Z and Y axes, and then we should be good to go. So now, if I take this and this, now the question is, do you want that to be different? Like if you grab them and you can blink, and the answer is hell yes. You do want it to be like that. So that's how we're gonna want that, because you want to be able to select them, and you can like do this to them, like, and that's gonna help out when you guys start doing squints and stuff. I mean, I know you need to look at each eye, but you just don't want it to be that separated, because it's gonna be weird. It's gonna feel weird when you start doing it. Yeah. So we need to change our orientation completely for our X and Z rotations. So save your file. We only want to select the bottom one, and we want to Hmm. Interesting, interesting. Interesting how that rotated. That's very interesting how that rotated. We might want to change this back to world. And then just rotate it like this. 180. Which gives you funky numbers, man. I don't like that. There has to be a better way we can do this. Let's see. Let's go back to local. Object mode. Let's zero back out. Let's keep this what it was. So it's just 90. So let's zero this back out to 0, 0, and then this was 90. All right, so that's what that is right now. So now we know on our Y, we want to just continue that rotation over. This will be a cleaner way of doing it. So if we want to rotate like that, then we do negative 90. So now you can select this and do negative 90. All right, and then you want it to be like that. That's pretty good. All right, cool. So now when you rotate these, they should be like a scissor. So they should be like this. So let's save our file. And then let's look at that. Yep, there you go. So that'll help out a lot when you start blinking. All right, perfect. So now we need to recreate that on the other side of the face. So let's save another iteration. So let's do save as, and then we'll do, this is number 9. We're almost in double digits. All right, so we'll do joint. Again, this is going to be to the head. So you want to select head. You want to do eyelid. R, upper. Create. Move this into position. Remember to change this because you don't want to be on the wrong one. And you're going to want this to be, excuse me. You're going to want this to be a triangle. And you're going to want this to be a cube. So you can leave that how it is. And so what we're going to do is, we want it to be like this one. So let's change our scale automatically. Like that. And then let's just take these values since we know these are the right location. Go back to, yeah. I'm just copying over my values from the eyeball that we know is correct over on the right side of the head. And I am taking those values and putting them on what's going to be the upper eyelid mover. So you just need to copy. That's why I'm silent and I'm like, wait, you're too quiet. But if you